Today we're at 6416 South Corbett Avenue in the south quadrant of Portland. Actually a relatively new quadrant that they only opened up about 5 years ago or so. They started changing the name from Southwest to South. Today we're at this cute detached house built in 1900s. It was actually one of the first houses in the area. This area was originally known as the Fulton neighborhood. We don't call it that anymore. Now Fulton's a little bit higher up the hill. Now we call it John's Landing. But back in the 1870s, this area was a full area of industrial revolution for Portland, really focused on river-dependent economies. So docks, lumber mills, all the things right along the river. And now this is just such a fun little walkable neighborhood in Portland. It's one of the few south neighborhoods or southwest neighborhoods that feel super walkable. You can go down the street to Joola Cafe, the river's right there, there's minimums, everything's just right at your doorstep, making this one of my favorite neighborhoods. Come on in, let's check it out. Look at the cute fish door knocker too, so cute. Okay, once we come inside, we have beautiful bamboo floors on this main floor area. They really lighten and brighten the space. The interior has been completely freshly painted, so it feels really nice and light and bright in here. I love the living room, newer vinyl windows, and just such a good space to entertain, hang out, relax. You have so much great natural light in here. I think that's partially because you're west facing, so you're just getting good afternoon light, but it really just makes this front entry area just very welcoming as you come in. I also really like that although there's not a true separate entry, you have kind of this area over here where you can have a little mudroom bench, you can sit down, take your shoes off, you can just have a little space. You don't walk right into the living room section of the house, you have more of an entry feeling, and I think that's missing sometimes in these smaller square footage of house. This house is only 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, but it's a very smart layout with a lot of really cool like niches and nooks and crannies. So as you walk around, it really feels a lot bigger than it is. It was built in 1900, so it does have a lot of that original charm, but the previous owners have really done a good job of modernizing it and making it feel like a newer, brighter, lighter home, even though it is quite an old home for Portland, right? Dining area here has plenty of space. I really like that you could pull the table out and put something longer in here for holidays, entertaining, things like that. If you were having a big dinner party, there's plenty of room to do it. But then for everyday use, having the table tucked up against the wall like they have it set up here makes it nice because it keeps this nice path open, but you just have some flexibility in the space. They took a relatively small kitchen and put so much storage in it. I love the garden window. This is east facing, so you're gonna get nice bright light in the mornings coming through here when you're making your morning cup of coffee. You have the gas range, which is really nice, plus the built-in microwave. And then all of this cabinetry is pretty new. And so it's just nice. It's got good storage inside. All the shelves are adjustable, making it super flexible and how you really want to use the space. You also have some good space back here in the corner for your bigger appliances. And then lots of drawers. Drawers are so important in a kitchen. And I think a lot of times we don't think about that, but it's so nice having all these drawers and especially these nice big deep drawers. The countertops are a nice solid surface material. They feel really good, light, bright, and modern once again. And then it's great that it comes with the appliances. This house has the refrigerator. It also has the washer dryer. Lots of storage. Do you like the overhead shelving? I don't know. I love how it looks. I feel like I might need to buy new dishes because I don't know that my dishes are really pretty enough for open shelving, but it is really pretty and it just gives it a nice, it keeps the kitchen feeling bigger and not quite as heavy as having lots of overheads. And with this particular layout, you still have enough overheads that you have good storage that way as well. Okay, let's check out the breakfast nook. So we have the great dining, the formal dining. You also have a little bit of space at that eating bar, but this is so cute. This built-in banquette is just darling. And I think this is where I would be hanging out all the time with my laptop. They did such a good job of just taking kind of what could have been an awkward space and really giving it purpose and making it just adorable. Plus the mural on the wall is also so fun. And not only that, hold on. Look at this great nook that she made up here. It is so cozy. You could totally sit and read a book. You have pretty views of greenery. It feels like a treehouse, your own little personal treehouse. in your house. It's fabulous. See what I mean? It feels so much bigger than its square footage. Okay, also on the main floor is the primary bedroom and the full bathroom. Second bedroom's upstairs, and we'll get there in a second. Primary bedroom though is great. Primary bedroom easily fits a queen bed with nightstands as well. You have one of the windows with some privacy glass as well. And then you have quite a bit of storage. You know, these old houses, sometimes storage is a really hard thing, but having the whole wall of closet here and then some additional closet here just gives you quite a bit of space in this particular house. And we'll get to some more storage in a minute too. There's some more downstairs. I love the ceiling fan. I love having the air in the primary bedroom. And then I also really love the pocket door. Sometimes with these smaller spaces, doors just get in the way. They get open the hallway in the way or into the bedroom in the way. And the pocket door is a great solution for that. So that was a super thoughtful addition. In the hallway, you also have some additional storage with this linen closet. So just lots of room. You could add shelves here if you wanted to. You could use it as a coat closet. It just depends on how you really use the space, but at least you have options, which is great. And there's even a light inside of it. The primary bathroom has this nice vanity area with a mirror in the corner. Also has a window, and bathrooms with windows are so great. This bathroom has 2 windows, which you hardly ever see. Plus the nice big spacious tub shower combination gives you lots of room and lots of flexibility in here. I love all the angles on the ceilings. It just makes the whole house have charm, even the bathroom. Now I'm gonna take you to my very favorite part. Okay, now we're going up to my very favorite part. Look at this cute access to the second bedroom. And I mean, this space could be so many different things. The current owners used it as a bedroom and an office space. It's huge. There's lots of room. You could do yoga up here. You could have a home office. There's a lot of flexibility in how you use the space. But walking down the middle, there's plenty of ceiling height for me. Now, I'm only about 5'5", so if you were really tall, this space might not work for you. But the skylights add so much natural light up here. And the cool, fun wood floors are so great. They're just like an OSB strand board that somebody installed and then sealed them really well, but it gives it a really fun artsy vibe, especially combined with the wood accents on the end and these fun curtains. Look at this. So nicely done. You also have some good extra storage up here with these little nooks on each side. It's just tucked into the eaves, so it goes back actually pretty far, and it's all covered up here. So you have it on both sides, just giving some extra additional storage there. Let's go check out downstairs. Before we go to the basement, let's check out the outside. This house really feels like a secret garden. The nice fenced yard gives you a very private feeling. And you have this great patio area. So you have a really beautiful brick patio here, a little bit of a covered area if you want to like do a barbecue or something like that undercover, you have room for that. And then just lots of space. And the tree is so beautiful. It gives you some nice afternoon shade, but it also just gives you a sense of peace of like tranquility back here that feels really good. You have some extra storage in this tool shed, and it's actually pretty big. You could do barbecues, you could do your outdoor equipment. They had it kind of set up as a plant workshop when they lived here, so it just kind of depends on what you want to use the space for, but at least you have quite a bit of room. I also love that you have the outside hose bib, and not only do you have a cold water hose bib here, you also have a hot water hose bib. And it's actually really rare to have an exterior hot water hose bib on a house in the Pacific Northwest, and I love it. Especially if you're like washing your dog or anything like that, it's really nice to have access to warm water as well. So having both of them out here is a huge bonus that we don't actually see very often. Okay, let's go downstairs. Let's check out the basement. Look at these fun windows first before we go down. I love that there are 6 windows here and they're the fun square shape. It just gives so much fun architectural nod to it. The whole house really does that, right? Like the whole house has such great little features and just not what you really expect from a house built in the 1900s. Downstairs, the basement is such great storage. And especially since you don't have a garage, you really need this extra storage for camping gear, bike, all of those kinds of things. And so it's they've added some extra insulation and sealed up all over the ceiling. You can also see that the house has a lot of new plumbing. All along here, you can see some new plumbing lines. And then it has a big newer electrical panel as well, which is great. And it's all nicely labeled. I love when people do that. Most people don't think about that. It always comes up in our home inspections, but it's really nice if you want to turn a certain breaker off to be able to know which breaker that is without just having to try a bunch of them. So I love how organized this is, where they're all numbered. And then there's a little circuit directory up here. Super, super organized. Tankless water heater. You know, I've never had a tankless water heater, but everybody who has them loves them and say that it's just amazing having hot water on demand and never running out of hot water. And that certainly does sound nice. So it's great. Bosch is a really good brand of that. It's super efficient. You always want to make sure with water heaters that are on demand, you have a gas water heater that's on demand. Electric on-demand water heaters are really not efficient at all, actually, and they suck a lot of energy. So make sure if you're doing a tankless water heater, you're doing a gas tankless water heater. Washer dryer included. I said all appliances are included, so this is just easy move in ready, or make a great little rental if you wanted to have an investment property, or maybe it's something that you move in for a while and then you make an investment property in the future. It'd be a great option for that as well. Otherwise, down here, you just have lots of storage, lots of space. Furnace is newer. It's a 90% efficient gas furnace. So you're really like pretty easy energy bills, efficiency, all that. Like that's the other advantage of kind of a smaller house, is everything stays very efficient. And this house having the vinyl windows, that's going to make everything, you know, it's not going to be drafty and cold. It's going to be warm and cozy. And it certainly felt that way when I walked in today. I love when sellers leave the materials that they had left over, just so if you ever need to replace a piece of flooring or something like that, you have matching materials. It's just really nice. Now, I hate when sellers leave 700 million cans of paint that don't actually match the house anymore. I always try to make sure those are gone. But having some materials that match tile, flooring, things like that can be a really big benefit. And one of the things I get asked a lot by buyers is, where's my whole house water shutoff valve? And sometimes the inspector will tell them, but sometimes the inspector doesn't find it or didn't see it. And on this house, it's super easy. It's right here. So you have a whole house water shutoff valve right here. If something happened to the plumbing, you had a leak, something exploded, just something bad happened, it'd be really easy to come to the basement and just turn off the water right here. So that makes it super simple. I also really appreciate in this basement that the electrical they ran it in this conduit. That's how you're supposed to do it. You're not supposed to just run it in Romex, but I never see that, honestly. I always see it just ran loose. So I love that whoever did this electrical upgrading did do a good job with it and really did it exactly how it is supposed to be. Thanks for joining me on this cute walkthrough of this detached house in John's Landing. Follow me, like, subscribe. I'd love to hear more.